What I do is I collect, I think, like bits of inspiration over the course of a couple months. So I'll like drop a note in my phone and it'll be just like a phrase or a word. Like I remember when I was first starting to write music and I was making my EP, there was like one word that I wrote down in my phone. It was just the word hurricane.
Which is like a powerful word.
Yeah, I was just like, hurricane. I don't know, I just love that word, hurricane. And then, a couple months later, I'm sitting in the studio and someone's, playing some chords on the piano or whatever and just flipping through my phone looking for something to kickstart some kind of inspiration. I come across the word hurricane and then it's just like, if it works, it works. Like if the word clicks in that moment, it does, and then I just write the whole thing and then I'm like, okay, cool.
And then you're in a zone. Then you could stuff's coming to your mind and you're just writing down frantically or on your phone. And then do you have to get to a studio or do you have a melody in mind or then you have people helping you?
Yeah, sometimes I'll write it down and sometimes I'll sing it into my phone.
Great.
Like into my notes, know, and then I'll bring it up later and do like a better version of it. But, on Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, there's a song called Sorry. It's like a ballad on the record. It's probably one of the most vulnerable songs I've ever written.
Yeah.
It's like an apology to people that I've treated poorly in a relationship. So it's like a really, vulnerable, self-aware song of being like, hey, I was really mean to you and I didn't mean to be, but it's because I'm insecure. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Have you been treated like shit though in a relationship?
Oh, yeah, of course. I wrote a whole album about
it. That's what it's all about.
I think that the record is kind of about people that have treated me poorly, people I've treated poorly, just, in general. But I think that when I was writing a song like Sorry, I was actually in the studio working on a different song. And I was working on a song called Strangers that I did with Lauren Haregi from Fifth Harmony.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, and I went outside to have a smoke and clear my head for a little bit and think, and I got a text from someone. And it was not a nice one.
What, an ex?
Yeah, and they were kind of like, hey, you haven't talked to me in a while. Like, what did I do? That kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
I realized I'd kind of like faded out on them.
Did you do It's Not You, It's Me?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Did you say, I'm busy and I've made it and I'm a superstar?
No.
Who the F are you?
No, I didn't. I went back in the studio, though, and I was like, okay, we've done enough on this song. Get me in right now. I was like, start playing these chords. I think at the time it was in A minor. I don't know what it's in right now. I think they're transposing it. But and I got in front of the mic and I just sang. And so top to bottom, I did one take of a song.
Wow.
And then
serious?
And then I listened back to it and was like, it's done.
How good are you?
No, it's not about being good. It's about being
neurotic.
It's fascinating to watch.
It's really special. We sent it off to the record just like that too. It's just one take, just me singing in the studio. Didn't touch it. Just.
But then let's say you put hurricane in your phone, and then you go, I really like that word for some reason. Then you get into the studio and you play with it. How long are you going to play with that word until you go, no, there was nothing there?
I'll give it like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it's that sort of thing.
You got to be feeling it.
I don't Frankenstein stuff either. Yeah. So if I start writing a song and I can't finish it, I throw it away completely.
Yeah, right.
If I can't finish a song top to bottom in one sitting, it wasn't meant to be.